Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cast. This is Rich making another movie about XRP today. As always, I hope everyone is having a great day today, no matter where they are in the world. XRP is what we'll talk about. This is the one-day chart again. Right now, the price is $291. XRP is having a good day today, and I said in that video from yesterday, look, we bounced off 2 to 75 twice. I told them that was probably the bottom, and now we're going up again. People talk about XRP going back below $2 again. As soon as the market goes down, though, alt season has been canceled once more. Then the market turns around and starts going up again. Now XRP is going to $100 or more and so on. That's why you need to leave your feelings outside the door. There are a lot of people who want to sell because crypto is having a bad day. When you come into this space, you have to put your feelings aside. And I think we'll keep going up from here on out unless something happens that makes Bitcoin prices drop again. Who knows what will happen in the real world? Today has been so different from every other day so far in this cycle. It looks like everything is being pushed back, but as things get pushed back, more and more things start to work together to help XRP. Everything that set off those events will happen in just 3 months. That's the most crazy thing about this turn. Take a look at Bitcoin, which is back above 114K. We are still keeping an eye on Bitcoin right now. That's why I said that if Bitcoin starts falling again, we'll probably start pulling back down with Bitcoin. That's the main reason I want XRP to separate from Bitcoin. I'd love to see how XRP does when it's not paired with Bitcoin. The XRP bull market is coming to an end. Do not fall for it. It seems like everyone thinks this is the last step before we fall. That doesn't make sense to me because I think this is what will happen. I believe that we will keep going up over time if all the factors that are causing this happen come together and big money starts to flow into this cryptocurrency. There are a lot of people who say this cycle will end before December. It seems to go on until 2026. By December, I think prices will be very high. I think it's likely that we'll be well over $10. But I still believe the real blow off top will happen in January. And we need to be back now because Michael Saylor says Bitcoin winter isn't coming back. He keeps pushing this up-only story, you know? You know why he doesn't want stores to sell it? They have to stay involved in Bitcoin because that's how he plans to get out of the business. For the same reason, the news keeps pushing the thought that Bitcoin will hit $1 million in the next 4 years. The question is, what will stop Bitcoin? In every turn before this one, Bitcoin went down. The big banks are already looking at other things besides Bitcoin. There's no use for it. It's not useful. What's going to keep the price high? People will stop believing in Bitcoin at some point and it will crash back down. Be careful. There are false stories going around that China has banned cryptocurrencies again. China hasn't said anything new about crypto laws recently. China stopped allowing Bitcoin and other coins in 2021 and they still don't allow them. You know that things are about to get exciting when they start spreading the story that China is banning crypto. This has happened every other time, and it seems like these loops keep happening over and over again. But usefulness will soon change all of that. XRP Sunday, it fell to a low of $2.72. In just 12 hours, it went from 20 cents to fully supplied at $16. You can see 12 is a multiple. Let's say that $8 billion comes in net in the first year after an ETF is approved. XRP's value can be changed with little money. When the ETFs go live, I think we'll go over $50 very quickly. Because of the XRP, that's why XRP moves the way it does now. It moved a lot faster than when it was 50 cents. It's very possible that the price of XRP will be between $6 and $8 in August, and I agree with that. I think August will be the turning point. That's how we should say it. When things start to change from being calm before the storm to being in the storm itself, I think we'll get to $6 to $8. I still think we should be over $10 by October. It's likely to happen in November or December. If it doesn't happen in October and the cycle is pushed back a little longer, it will be in the double digits, maybe even $12 or $13, because a lot of the things that caused it to happen should have happened by then. By then, the case should be over and the ETF should be up and running. We might already be over $50. Who knows? That's something I really want to see happen. There will be 50 of these companies in the world in 2025. And Ripple comes in at number 23 with $15 billion. As soon as you hold XRP, you know what it is. You don't just happen to be one of the 50 most valuable private companies, you know? That doesn't just happen. That happens when there is great leadership, growth, and acceptance. All of these things are happening behind the scenes. That's how Ripple got to where they are now. Ripple will finally make it to the top 10, and it will probably start to rise to the top spot. Even so, I still believe that Ripple will be bigger than Amazon, Apple, and a few other businesses put together. David Schwartz, the chief technology officer of Ripple, has shared his own plan to improve the infrastructure of the XRP ledger. He said that he told them about his plans to set up a new XRP ledger system that is very fast. The chief technology officer of Ripple talked about his plan to make a special hub with slots set aside for UNL validators and other services inked to the XRP ledger. He also said that this was what he would have done, not in an official role as Ripple. His current plan calls for an AMD 9950X CPU, 256 GB of RAM, and fast NVMe storage housed in a data center in New York City with a 10 GB connection that doesn't have any limits. Schwartz made it clear that this would be a single production server that was made to be reliable. He did warn, though, that because the XRP ledger is decentralized, no single computer should ever be relied on. Schwartz plans to run the computer and collect information about how the network works and how people use it at the same time. He did say, though, that he would try to avoid disturbing testing unless there were very good reasons to do so. The chief technology officer of Ripple said that this project is not a direct company project, but rather a sign of his dedication to the XRP ledger community. I'm interested in where this goes. For some reason, many people think David was just making up a story. Some people said it was probably already built and running. Let us see what comes next. XRP no longer has any trading walls above $5. This is what it means for price. We'll start price discovery once we break above $5, and there's nothing stopping XRP at that point. It doesn't mean anything. So the price could go through the roof at any time. This piece of writing tells you that there won't be any pushback. That's what I think too, since most people don't think XRP will go above $5. Some people knew it was going to happen. Some people believe it will never happen. If all the right conditions come together, I think this will be the biggest surprise in the history of crypto. People will wonder what the hell happened because a lot of people base the price of XRP on its market cap from past cycles. They won't even be able to understand if XRP starts to break $50 or more. It will still happen though because the ratio is changing. The price changes very quickly when a small amount of money is added. Top 3 cryptos to hold on to in case the mark. You're not really playing. You know what XRP is meant to do before you put your money into it. You can already see how this coin is going to work out. Plus, Ripple is growing and spreading all the time, and the people who run Ripple are truly amazing. Take a look at all the connections Ripple has. Big names in business and other fields. Take a look at the people who are going to be at Ripple Swell, BlackRock, NASDAQ, and other events. When you buy XRP, you're not playing. You're buying a lottery ticket that will win. That's how I see it, and I told you that in a film yesterday. I used to say that XRP was my life or death, and I said that when it looked like the market was at its worst. We were still not sure if XRP would be a security. I then said, what do you know? It's my ride or die. Either XRP will make me very wealthy or it will drop to zero and I will lose a lot of money. That's how I saw it. But I don't think XRP will ever fail. It's not going to zero, I promise. There's a greater chance that XRP will reach $10,000 than that it will fall to zero. If you asked me to talk about XRP right now, all I would say is how great this run is going to be and how all the forces are coming together to make it happen. If there are people who are still not participating right now, they will feel terrible about it. XRP is going to start to take off at some point. Anyone you talk to about XRP will want to know how much money you made from it. Can I still join now or is it too late? You're going to tell them, hey, I told you all along. I told you when the price was 50 cents, $1, $2, and $3, while the price is $7, $8, or $9 or more. But no one ever wants to hear it. When things get exciting with XRP, though, everyone has to have it. Just the fear of missing out will drive the price of this coin and through the roof. But until then, be patient and hopeful, and let's all get rich together. That being said, I'm going to end this film. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Good night.